Well, unfortunately, Gavin, Shane, Wesley, I think, a bunch of people that we normally see weren't able to get in. Unfortunate. I did not think we would have 60 people, and it looks like we had about 70 people or more trying to get in. This guy is signed up, but is not joined. And that is going to be an instant ban unless there's a good reason for taking up a spot and not using it. So, yeah, not happy to see that, but we got to go qualify. And this is going to be... It's going to be interesting. We've got a 20-mile-an-hour wind, track temp 97. The air temp is 86. But qualifying is going to be a little bit about setup and a lot about getting the wind gust. So what you're going to want to see on my relative screen on the top of it is when I'm going down that backstretch, I want to see that number going larger, and when I'm going down the front stretch, I want a smaller number. And that's on the warm-up lap and the actual lap, because the wind is so strong that we're losing speed on the straightaway on the front stretch, but we're gaining about 10 on the back stretch. So currently, if it stays 19 while we go down the front stretch here, that will help us slightly, but it doesn't really matter at the moment because of the warm-up lap. It's all going to matter what it's doing on the back stretch. It's going up now. It's going down, and I'm going to just kind of not focus on it once we get into the actual lap. So I've kind of practiced my line here with this wind, and you want to kind of give yourself a boost of speed here because this backstretch is going to matter. So drive down the hill, and then you're going to kind of fade back out so that you can get to the top of the banking. Oh, we got terrible wind there. We're not going to have a good run out of 4. Down to 18 miles per hour. And then we're going to have a massive headwind to start this lap off. At 171, so that's good. But I would have rather have been at 173. And then you can just see, we just 20 miles an hour. It got up to 21 there for a second. We're staying at 169, so that's okay. I want to hit 176 on the backstretch. I hope the wind stays strong. Because if it dies out when we get back here, then we got the worst of everything. It's dying out. It is not liking me. Well, this is an unfortunate lap. If it picks up off of 4, I'm going to be very, very annoyed, because we'll be in the heat race most likely. Everyone else goes out of... It picked up coming off of 4. Wow. We got the worst wind possible. But we're 5th right now. Top 30 move on. We've got a couple of heat races for 3 people to race in from each heat race. Top 30 are instant, though, into the race. We're at 52.1. So that's right about where I wanted to be. We're looking at right now 52.40 or 50. Well, nope, that's changing. Looking at Lance right now on the bubble, and he has Brandon right now on the bubble. So Brandon right now is in. Has everyone went? We've got... Yeah, I think Rodney's losing his spot in this series. unless he comes up with a reason why he wasted a spot for everyone. Colton is... He's already got his lap. So it looks like Brandon is the last one to qualify in. Lance, Nick, Wade. There's a lot of people that I don't really know in here. Dan. Wow, Landon. Landon's going to race his way in. Ryan's going to have to race his way in. Brett's got to race his way in. Joe's got to race his way in. I mean, this is going to be Spencer down here. Billy. Alan. I mean, these are some names that I did not think would be down here, but we've got 8 minutes. I've got to refresh the paints. And, yeah, we are going to watch some heat races that actually mean something now, which doesn't happen often in our series, because normally we're just doing them to... What camera do I want? This camera looks way too damn low for... I don't know what's going on with these cameras. I'm surprised we did as good as we did, though, with that win being terrible for us, but I actually put a little effort into it. Dan came up with a good set. I got a little bit more out of it, I think, and we came away with a decent result there. And I need to load race setup. Alright, so we are going racing now. Took a while for it to go, not sure why. But on pole is going to be Lance, and Gregory, Matt on the outside. I am sure no one got the numbers that they had requested, or some of them didn't get them, just because so many more people are here than what we're talking in the in Discord. So if you're in this race and you're not on Discord, get in there so that we can get you assigned a correct number. God, why are all these cameras so low? I might just change it to just go through. Okay, that's not working how I wanted it to. We'll sort it out. But we got a pace lap, and then we got 10 laps or 8 minutes. I don't believe I have automatic cautions on for this, just so that random one-car things don't ruin the racing and stop it. But we got 3 spots, top 3, joined the back of the field, racing their way in here. So it's going to be one of those that you can't really sit back and relax.
Green flag, green flag.
So we'll get them built up on speed. We've already got 3 wide. That is Joe getting to the bottom line in the 2 car. I believe that's Joe. Yeah, it is. And we're going to see, for the first time now, pack action in this heavy wind. Right now, 18-mile-an-hour wind. They're going to get some big speed down the backstretch. We got a few people trying to sneak into line that almost looked like it wasn't going to work. Joe's going for it up the middle. In that 2-car, he slides up a little bit. We got a little bit of weaving there. Looks like everyone has survived so far. Got Bryce in here. I didn't even notice his name. Rick right now on the outside looking in the 82, as well as the 51 and Christopher ahead of him. They've got to try to get something lined up on the outside. I'm surprised more people aren't jumping up to the high side, but this wind is really causing some issues through the corners. But there we go. We got, I can't even tell who that is that jumped out of line there. It might have been Rick. Yeah, it is Rick. He jumps out of line to try to get something going. We got the 51 in the wall. He's blinking out massively. And I don't think anyone knew he was there. And Rick got pulled backwards there as well. Down the front stretch, the draft should be the strongest because of the massive headwind. We got Ryan in the 4-car. He's stuck right there in that 4th position. And we got a big bobble into the corner there. Everyone keeps it going, though. Right now, Gregory doing what he needs to do, holding that front row, but the high side needs to, everyone 4th on back needs to start thinking about moving up, but they're all waiting for the people in the transfer spot to move up, which they just did, and now that completely changes things up, and we got a wreck, and we're going to have to throw a caution on that.
The yellow flag is out.
So let's take a look and see how that happened. Ryan just a little bit higher, bad prediction code, which we've seen in our... Yeah, Ryan was just a little high there for 3 wide on the bottom, and, well, he paid the price there. But, James and Christopher get through it. Christopher's got quite a bit of damage, and yeah, we're gonna shorten this caution up. I gotta get my controls. I'm gonna do this. We'll shorten it up, get them going, and not waste too much time here. Because you're not getting things fixed and getting back out there, not in this short of a race. And with the time limit, we're going to be really struggling to even make it to the end of this one now. But I think we've really only got about 5 cars that aren't damaged. So, let's see if I can't. Yeah, I can't do it yet. Wait when they cross the line. Lance is out of it, sadly. 1 to green. If you have damage to get fixed, sorry, but you're probably already in trouble with only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, according to the remaining time, so... Was Kyle in there? Why did Kyle just disconnect? Kyle made the race and he just disconnected, so hopefully he comes back. Cat is deciding to try to be a butt. It does look like the 30 car's got a bit of fender damage on the left front. I do believe Billy and Joe made it through cleanly. We've got 6 cars left in this one. There might be a 7th coming out of the pits. Troy, and I think he just gave himself a black flag. Unless he's been trying to make it back around. penalties just in case. So it's looking like we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this. So we're not getting to 10 laps, but I couldn't have this take way too long. Especially if there's only 3 cars left anyways. But I think we've got about 4 cars that are for sure undamaged. I will clear the penalties because I'm guessing
green.
Some people might... What do we got going on there? I don't know what that was. Not sure what the 30 was doing turning down there. Joe is going for the strategy of trying to get into the front. We've got blinking out of the 51 again. I think that's going to cause some issues. Yeah, I'm going to have to... I think I'm going to have to black flag him. It's been way too consistent so far this race. I have no idea when we get the white flag. Hopefully the spotter tells me, because I don't have any of my broadcast stuff up. Alright, the blinking has stopped. Joe is in third, Billy is in second after riding around in the back. A little worried about how this the main race is going to go with the weaving that the wind is causing, but maybe it'll die down by the time we get to race time. I don't think it's going to, though, because we've already moved ahead in time quite a bit, and it's sticking around with the same, but they were dealing with it in real life as well, so... Let's see. We are on the white flag, I think. And what Joe's got to do, I think, is just stay in line. Nope, he's going to go up high, try to get a push. That's just going to open that door. I think he just needed to stay up high. They wasted so much time side by side. They weren't going to get a run. Got a damaged car pulling down out of the way. Billy's going for it. He's going to help Joe. Is he going to get there? I have no idea. Let's go to the results page. And Christopher gets in as the last car. Joe is out. 30 cars out. Matt and James just misses out. So really close finish there. Gregory gets the win. Billy second. Christopher third. Luckily, the blinking stopped, so now we move on. And while they're getting lined up, I'm going to just step away for a second, and we will watch this next one. Looks like we got some people yelling at each other, and yeah, I should define the yellow line. Let's go back and watch that for a second. No, that was the 30. Okay, so he didn't make it in. Alright, so we don't need to worry about anything with that.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, we got the next one up. Nick Martin in the lead, Dan Taylor behind him, and Connor Lee in the 17 is your top three now for transfer spot. We've got the 26 hitting the apron already. That is Eric Hayford. Wade Parman up top, trying to get the outside line working. Going to take a bit to come together there. And we've also got Landon in this one. We'll keep an eye on him. He obviously isn't afraid to be aggressive. Is he going to be able to... What he needs to do is push someone up to the front and try to get into the top three. And I'm not sure if he's going to be capable of doing that or if he's going to try to pass. But right now he's got to push Wade. But right now pushing seems really difficult with as bad as these cars are waving around. And, well, he pushed him. And they have wrecked. Let's see, we're going to throw the yellow.
The yellow flag is out.
And let's take a look at what caused that. Now that was, I don't know what that was. I think they kind of had a triple hit. Wade got pushed up, and then he came back down, and Landon was there, and there's just nothing anyone could do with that one, so they've got the pace car. We will shorten this, but yeah, it is all-out racing at the moment. It's going to be difficult to make these plate races if you don't get in on queue time. But we'll get them lined back up, and I didn't see, did the guy that... He just never showed up. So, my rules, one strike and you're out, taking up a spot and not even showing up. If it was computer issues, well, then maybe you don't have the computer to do this. But, yeah, we're going to have to remove him. Just got to be fair, because there's a lot of people that did not get in, and to have one spot taken up that's not being used, that's not cool. So, a lot of people getting early disappointment in the series. But that's going to happen when you got 36 spots and about 70 or 80 people trying to get in. The first one is how quick can you click the button. Luckily, I got in. I really wish I had the ability to save spots for people. But I don't. I think the season as we go along is going to die down. But with it being Daytona, you know, anyone and everyone can race here. Once we get to the other tracks and the road courses, for sure, I don't think we'll have 60 people. But let's try to get this one going. And we got 3 minutes left on the board.
Green flag, green flag.
We are live. What are we going to do here? Well, Spencer in the 91 getting up ahead of Dan. Dan's got to find a way to get someone pushing him, or looks like he's got the 52 of Brian behind him. What Nick's got to do is just stay on the bottom. Oh boy. The pushes are very ugly at the moment. And then we got Landon. He's got damage. He's got a little bit of help. He's going to try to jump to the outside, I am sure. Got 2 minutes left in this one. Spencer just having a few issues keeping the car steady, and it's going to be difficult to push. Okay, that was a long look at nothing there, and once again, just a bit of swerve down the backstretch from a push and the wind. We still got 18, 17 mile per hour wind. Landon's falling off a little bit on the high side. He might be seeing what he can do for a run, or the damage might be playing too big of a part. We're 3 wide, but they get back in line. Nick's going to lead that one. Spencer is jumping out to the outside. I don't know if I would have done that. And that's going to put Mark into that transfer spot and move Dan out. Landon's gone to the bottom. And 41 seconds left, so this is probably going to be the white flag here. Landon's now back up to the top. Spencer's actually getting a fairly decent run, so it's going to be who can push better and get in. And right now, Dan is pushing really good. Spencer's going to hang him out, though. That moves Mark out. Travis is now working his way in, and we are on the white flag. And I feel like it's going to be a wreck. Probably on the backstretch. Dan's getting a heck of a push, though. Can everyone keep it straight back here? Mark's looking up the middle. Does he have any help? He doesn't. Landon looks up the middle, and he is in another wreck. So Dan has got Travis behind him. We got a lap car out here. He stays high, thankfully. And who's going to get in here? Nick was leading this thing the whole time, and he is just going to miss out there. Just misses out. That is unfortunate. All right, well, it is 7:30 at night. The wind is still howling. And we've got some warm-up. let's head out here, get our paint scheme loaded, let everyone else's load, because we got 30 people that we haven't seen yet. And now, everyone that's been watching that, hopefully will have a bit of an idea how crazy the wind has been. It's really difficult down on the apron. The wind really catches you right here at the end, too. Track temp 85, so the air temp's got to be around 85, which it shouldn't be. It should be much lower than that.
Car outside. Go low. Still there, hold your line. Clear outside.
And the wind is so ridiculous on the front stretch. It's so weird to hear the engine just lose that tone on a straightaway.
Outside.
Yeah, the wind's really not kicking the car around all that much.
Still there.
But
There's a car on the
that's
high
a little
side.
warm up. Time to race. So where are we starting? 7th. I didn't even see where we were on that. And there's the grid. 36 of us. And sorry to everyone that didn't make it. But hopefully this will be fun. 100 laps. Probably some early cautions. Especially with the way the wind is and everything's moving around. Get telemetry up, although that really is pointless here.
There are 4 additional sets of tyres for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
Hopefully we can have a fun one. Hopefully everyone knows the rules. And yeah, then afterwards in Discord I'll post when I have got the points added for the stage points and when I've got points for the playoff. Like, obviously that will be fairly easy to see at this point, but each week I will update that with the playoff points and wins. So it's gonna be fun to points race as long as we get in every race. I am gonna have to go back and listen to some of the audio because obviously there was some fighting and might have to just remove some people just because if Shane and Gavin didn't get in, I can be very easily persuaded to remove someone from the series. But yeah, 100 laps, full distance race, unlimited green-white checkers. Automatic cautions, unless I see something that happened and should have been a caution, which kind of tends to happen here a lot. And then stage points, but no stage cautions. And we've got 4 sets of tires. I gave us an extra set from what real life gets, since we're not able to put on a slightly used set. And that'll be the same throughout the season.
Green flag. Outside. Still there.
This is going to be our first taste of draft,
Outside.
pack racing in this wind.
Keep low.
It'll be really interesting to see what the mentality is of everyone right now. Are we going to get that boring single file racing? Or are we going to get too wide for a long time? Hopefully we can just get a bit ahead here and single file didn't. They're definitely stacking up too wide behind. I really don't want to be up here. Something I didn't know, NASCAR got rid of leading a lap bonus points. I wasn't aware of that. And we got some people bailing already to the back. I think I'm going to. Although stage points would be nice, there's just a lot of unintentional car movement. Looks like we're okay at the moment. I don't know. I mean, we essentially have the same chance of getting in a wreck where we're at right now as we do at the back, but biggest thing I need is to get some good points at the end of the race. Back of the field is all lined up, single file. It's a long ways back there. Getting lots of space from the car behind. We got a lap car already coming up. Lap cars have to go to the wall. I hope he knows that rule. He's going to the wall, thankfully. That's still going to be 3 wide. I think I'm going to back out of this.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside, 2 wide. Car outside, 2 wide. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear. Car outside.
Should be able to get some help here.
Outside. Clear up top.
Stage points are tempting,
Outside.
but not worth it.
Still there, hold your line. Clear outside.
Finishing the race is going to be much more worth it. Awesome, I didn't see Tyler made it in.
52.055.
But yeah, 3 wide with that lap car coming through the field. I just wanted to be in a position where we could avoid that. Especially seeing how everyone was weaving around in those heat races. They're still 3 wide. Like they've got that sorted out now. Everyone is definitely racing really smart, giving space. Now looking up at the front, I do wish I would have stayed up there because it's single filed out to where I was, but do a little bit of catching up here. As spaced out as everyone is compared to official racing, it shouldn't be too hard to catch the pack, but I just don't want to lose them. I might jump to the outside and just get a little further up here. Going around Cabe. Got Robert. I'm not sure if we've seen him before. There's going to be so many names that I just don't know or don't remember seeing. So I apologize if you've been in races before. And then with people on Discord not using their real names, it really screws me up. Because I don't know who's who on Discord compared to iRacing names, but understand people not wanting to use their real names on there. Getting the same fuel mileage, maybe a little bit better fuel mileage than what we were in the Road to Pro. We're going to see what happens as we get closer to lap 20. Is someone going to try to get themselves to the front to get those points? And then we're going to have a really unique situation if we go green for the 40 laps. Because we're going to have to make a pit stop in there somewhere. Got another car backing off. Reed has decided that he has seen enough. He's on the apron. Looked like he had a little side damage as well. I think he just didn't want to come up in front of everyone. He's going to lose the draft, though, from that. It's good to see, though, that everyone's kind of racing at that realistic spacing. I mean, the amount of movement that these cars are doing, I don't know if it's just the prediction code or what, because I don't feel like the car is moving around that much. But maybe it's once you get closer to other cars, it starts forcing you around more with the wind. We got a strength of field of 2,300. I should start looking at that just for seeing who made the field.
49.593.
Yeah, the fuel mileage is just a little bit different than last night, so that wind, I think, is making the draft more important and helping down the backstretch. Bit of a checkup there. Lots of swaying up there. Winds up to 20. It's really not going to die down.
Clear. Inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear.
I think around lap 15 we're going to start seeing people push for stage points. I'm just gonna kind of back out of this. There's big of checkups that are happening because we're not like nose to tail all the way through the field like you get on the official servers. We shouldn't lose the field, and we haven't. We've instantly went up here. 191. We're going to bottom out hard here. So we'll take 4 tires, full fuel. Up front. Last time by, Alex is leading this thing, Ryan second, George in third, and Matthias in fourth. And then Alex, other Alex, we got Aziz in the lead, and I'm sorry, man, I'm terrible at names. We got Kevin in sixth, and Alan Racinos in seventh. So, some familiar names up there. Cody Graham, Adam Thompson, and Colton sitting in 10th position right now in the grade. Robert going up there for stage points. He's popping to the outside. You're going to be able to tell who's going for stage points because all of a sudden they're just going to start flying. The whole field's kind of half throttling it right now. But wrecking at a chance of 5 or less points when you could finish and not get in a wreck and get like 20 points easy. You just gotta kind of weight that. Stage points at the real tracks, yeah, you can race for those because, you know, yeah, it's kicking up there. They are. People are definitely wanting some bonus points and playoff point. I feel like we can back off pretty far here. I think everyone's made their decision. They're either in that front pack too wide, or they're trying to get away from the front pack as far away as they can to react, because, I mean, the cars are just moving around so much. It's going to be hard for prediction code not to cause a mess. Got about, I mean, this is about 22 people up there in that pack thinking I don't know if they're all going for stage points or what, but some of them might not even know about stage points. It's going to be really fun over the season to battle for these points. It just sucks that some of the big names didn't even get a chance. Big checkup on the bottom. Something happened up front. Definitely a big checkup. I mean, we're not even trying to catch, and we're catching. Alright, so the start of lap 20 is coming up, and at the end of this, that top 10 gets the bonus points. We'll see if things settle down after that. We're using a bit more fuel hanging out back here, not in the draft, but
49.891.
who's going to be the first one to get a playoff point? Ryan Thompson right now is the leader, so he has jumped up to the high side because I'm pretty sure he was second when they were single file. Actually, looks like he's on the bottom now in the lead, so he must have got around. We'll see at the line, and we'll give you a rundown of it, as long as they're not wrecking and I'm trying to avoid it. There it is, stage 1 is complete. Kevin gets the stage point. He gets 10 extra points and a playoff point. Now we're going to see if it calms down up front. I assume it will. Although we almost had someone hit the wall. So, top 10. Kevin, Cody, Holton, Ryan Thompson, John Fix, Alex, Kyle gets bonus points, George, Travis, Matthias, and Brandon just misses out.
49.409.
But they definitely haven't calmed down all that much, but it's really hard to kind of pull out of all that. Adam up ahead, he just pulled left and said no thanks, and we're getting a few more now, it looks like. Drop into the back. Next up is pit stops, which is going to come in the middle of stage 2. I just noticed Jim's in here in the 76. Sorry to everyone that I'm missing. There's so many names that I don't recognize, and then I randomly see ones that I do. So it's settled down a little bit. We're going to pull up here, give ourselves a tiny bit of fuel saving. We got 12 laps until we got a pit. And then we got oh, they almost wrecked up there for second place. But then we got to try to make it through the pit stops without people wrecking. But so far everyone's done really good for some extremely difficult conditions.
50.154.
You don't normally get 20-mile-an-hour wind, and yeah, it's definitely a lot more movement on track than you would normally get. So for us to make it this far, even with stage points being handed out without any issues, that's pretty awesome. But as we get closer to the pit stop, we're going to have to think about getting up closer to the front so that we're not so far back. And then if we make it through a full pit cycle, we're going to have a massive spread out, I think. Alright, I think we gotta get past this Aflac truck. He's, yeah, everyone's thinking the same thing. He looked like he was struggling a bit on, keeping the car straight. Get ourselves up here a little further. These runs down the backstretch are awesome. Just hearing that engine note change so much because of the wind. Feels like Days of Thunder when he downshifts. I just want to be a little closer, but not too close.
Clear inside.
It was looking like the Aflac car was really struggling off the corners, or into the corners, I mean, and
Clear inside.
didn't want to get too far behind this pack. But now we're a bit too close. They're almost 3 wide ahead. We got 8 laps till pit stops. I don't know if I want to go any further up. But it's also a little too easy to do so.
Clear inside, car inside. Keep high. Clear inside.
Alright. 7 laps.
Car inside.
Okay, car is starting to definitely get pushed around a little more as the closer we get to this pack.
Still there at the bottom. 49.49. Still there at the bottom. Still inside.
I think the front guys are going to be pitting obviously way earlier than us.
Clear inside. Inside. Still there at the bottom.
I just see smoke.
Still there inside. Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
A couple people getting shuffled out there.
Still there, hold your line.
And we got a little bit of blocking going on. Everyone's trying to get to that bottom line.
Still there at the bottom. 50.193.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go further up. It's going to be dangerous, but there's not a whole lot of cars left up there.
Still there, inside. Clear, inside. Still there, hold your line.
So it's not going to hurt us too much.
Still there at the bottom.
We've got some massive lane changes happening up there. Not sure what that is.
Car inside. Clear inside. Inside. Still inside. Clear inside. Car
5 laps.
Clear. 48.977. Inside. Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
Oh, gotta watch out for people's trying to squeeze in low. That one was really close. I think Kevin backed out there for it.
5 laps of fuel left. Clear inside. Car inside.
got a lap car coming up.
Clear inside. Inside. Still there, hold your
And
line.
we get down in time.
Clear inside.
We go ahead and get down.
Outside.
Just to avoid any issues with the lap car.
49.949. Clear up
Be a
top.
big checkup on the bottom. Everyone's really tight through there. Alright. Everyone has survived. Lap car's picked up some speed. We're gonna go back up top.
Inside. Keep high. Still
3
there,
laps
hold your line.
till we need to pit.
Clear inside.
Got blinking happening up ahead.
Stay high.
Wonder if that's Christopher.
49.43. You're in the top 10. Inside. Stay high. Still there, inside. Still there. Still there, hold your line.
Lane change at the front. It's going to stack up both lanes.
Still there at the bottom.
And I assume we're going to see some pitting happening on this lap.
Still inside. Clear.
Yep. Alright.
The next car's the leader. Outside. The leader's pitting now.
We're going to pit this next lap.
49.9.
We got a little screwed up there with the lap car, but
Okay, you are the leader.
didn't realize we had another lap car up here as well. That's Noah.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
He's got a shovel on the back of, like, it looks like there's a shovel in the bed of his truck. What the hell is that? Alright, pitting this time. Oh god, we're pitting really quick this time. Okay, scared myself.
Pit boxing 10.
We have
5,
made it
3,
a full fuel
2,
cycle
1.
in
Right
the first
here.
race. This is awesome. Everyone did a great job. Everyone was scaring me a little bit, but did a great job there. We made it this far. Tires, nothing. But we already knew that. Might as well change them though, because
Well
fuel
done,
takes
get
longer.
going.
Everyone else was a little bit further behind. And then we'll see where that first pack comes. Here they come.
Outside. Clear outside.
Well, we gained a ton of time. But that doesn't do you any good on plate tracks. I'm gonna guess the 93 is fitting. It looks like he's got some speed issues. We're gonna stay high.
Stay high. Clear inside.
These guys are coming with a lot of speed, and we'll just attach ourselves to the back of it.
Still inside. 1 minute 23.82. Slow car down low. Still inside.
The race has completely spread out now.
Stay high. The leader's pitting now.
But I did what I needed to do. Get myself up in the front. And we should be in like 6th place here. 6th or 7th. And it looks like the 93's actually got some speed. So, I thought he hadn't pit yet. Got some people that went quite a long ways. We are in 8th place. We do have stage points coming up. And, well, I think we're going to go try to get ourselves to the front here.
The next car's the leader. Inside. Still there at the bottom. Still there. Say hi.
Side draft. Get some help here. Wouldn't mind starting the season off, getting a playoff point.
Still there at the bottom. The next car's the leader. 49.643. You're back in second. Say hi. Still inside. Clear. Inside.
Really don't think that bottom's got much.
Still inside. Say hi to the car on the low side.
Lost the lead that time.
There, inside. 49.
Well, we never actually had it, but I mean, we had it on the backstretch, but
Still inside. Still inside.
big bump draft.
Say hi.
But we're falling back now. They got hooked up on the bottom. I have to
Still there.
do a little bit of side drafting, the best that I can in the single monitor. And then this is the lap. At the end of this lap,
49. Still there. Hold your line.
points are handed out.
Still there. Hold your line. Still inside. Clear.
Sorry, Alex.
Outside. Clear outside.
Gotta do what's best for me. And that is a stage win. Alright. Well, now we will go backwards.
9-4. Car inside. You are the leader. Still inside. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Say hi to the car on the low side.
I want to go backwards, but right now there's not a good way to do it, so.
Still there at the bottom.
I had to hang him out there just because it was the only option for us to win that, for sure.
49.785. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
I don't want to be the lead car though, so. But here we are, so we'll be the lead car for a bit. Really, fuel mileage wise, it's not too much different. But we've also got to start thinking about where we get to make it on one more stop. We're at 42. We've got possibly 25.
Still inside. Stay high. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Still there.
Don't want to be in this spot with the lap car, but we're going to be...
Keep high.
We're just going to go to the back and bring everyone with us to the back.
Clear. Inside. Still inside. Still there. Hold your line. 50.2.
I just want to get out of this situation.
Keep high.
I'm going to go to the back and ride.
Still there.
So Kyle's going to the back. Because I don't want to go forward. We've accomplished what we needed to.
Clear.
We get 10 points more wherever we finish.
Stay high.
So that's huge for us.
Still inside. Clear inside.
Now we just save fuel, stay out of situations where we're getting pushed.
Clear inside.
Because getting pushed is
50.94. Still there. Inside. Go
the
high.
biggest chance to get wrecked.
Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Clear.
Jim got taken to the back with me, but we've got a 16 car breakaway from the pack. And hopefully nothing has happened on the other side of the track that I can't see that didn't bring out a caution when it should have. But an amazing job to everyone so far. Jim's going to lose the draft if he's not careful. It's going to be a lot different than that first run since everyone's single file. It's still going to be slow, but the second pack is 4.5 seconds behind us. They will probably catch us if they're working together. Yeah, there's not very many people in that. And then there's a pack way behind, 22 seconds behind. How many people are left in this race? A lot of people laps down. It looks like Alex somehow 10 laps down and Ryan 7 laps down. There must have been maybe an incident getting on pit road, or I don't know. But we're not even halfway, and we've got 10 points. So everything has worked out really good, because I wasn't even going to get stage points, but we came out of the pits, we were in a perfect spot, we were the first one to make a move, and it worked out perfect. Used up a little bit of fuel, but not that much. We'll be able to pit with all of these guys whenever they go. But we're also going to get into this weird situation. Oh, we got a caution. Well, that simplifies things. Come down pit road, fuel up, take 4 tires again. Doesn't matter. We're just going to do it anyways. And then we'll just need one more stop. So this stops us from having some really weird pit stuff. Brings everyone back together. It's going to allow a few people to do a wave around and hope for another quick caution. But great first half of the race. very tricky conditions. Great racing so far.
Pit road is now open.
Everybody should be coming in. That's on the lead lap. We're up further, so
10, 5, 3,
so we'll
2,
make sure that
1.
we cleared
Right
him
here.
before we turned in. A lot of people just doing 2 tires. We're not going to worry about that too much.
Line up, single file. Catch up, 69.
So we still need about 14 gallons to finish this thing out. We'll save what we can, just to always be saving. Playing for the shortest pit stop that you can do. Looks like Billy got a penalty. Might have been on purpose.
Catch up, 69. Car, 1 to go. Next time by. Line up on the inside. Catch up, 05. Car.
I don't think we should have anyone causing issues trying to catch up, but there are a few people hanging way back, so... And someone just came out of the pits. Let's take a look and see what's going on at the back of the field. Yeah, I'm gonna delay this.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
There's just a few people that are way back there, and Billy's got to get back behind them. So we will add a pace lap here since they're shortened a bunch anyways, just to allow everyone to get lined up. Because there's still 2 people back there that haven't caught up to pass Billy. But at the moment, current standings, or the current way it is, 28 people on the lead lap out of 36. Not bad. No one's taking a wave around. We're going to do this extra pace lap just to make sure Billy gets back there, and he's just now
1 lap to green.
Finally getting passed by the final car back there. So if that guy was supposed to pass him, he might just be on the other row. But want to play it safe because I don't want to have to clear penalties, because that's just going to cause even more of an issue.
Catch up, 05, car.
All right, well, we got 49 to go at the line when we restart. there's no playoff points or stage points through this portion of it. We're just going to go off the real stage laps that NASCAR's running. So far, it's been a great start, and hopefully everyone's having fun. Again, sorry to the people that didn't make it in. It really sucks that Gavin and Shane didn't make it in, and Wesley, I think, as well, and I'm sure there was a few others that I didn't see that didn't make it in. But yeah, I think things will thin down a bit. And obviously, if there's anyone causing slight issues, I may just say, hey, you gotta sit out for a week, and we'll see how it is without you.
Post car is off, time to do your job.
But, kind of total reset here.
Green flag. Okay, we're halfway to the finish. Car outside, 1 minute 47.834. Clear up top, slow car down low.
Looks like Jared might have been the yellow. Looks like he's got a lot of damage. Give some space. Jim's headed to the back.
Outside. Keep low. Clear outside.
And we're back to how it was at the start of the race. We're gonna have a few people working their way up front. Our goal, don't have someone trying to push us, and have a way to dodge a wreck if needed. We're going to kind of let the outside line go, because anyone in the outside line right now coming forward wants to get up front. And sorry to everyone in the inside line behind me, but these guys are looking really racy.
Outside is clear. Car outside.
I didn't even see James made it. Great job to him.
Car outside. Outside is clear.
Halfway through the race and I'm going, holy crap, he's in the race. That's when you know a lot of people signed up. James is going for it. We're just gonna relax. The big one hasn't happened yet. We still got to make a pit stop. Looks like we need about 8 gallons of fuel. Got Brandon back here. They are getting wiggly up front. Tyler's a lap down now, so must have had some issues under pitting. We got someone pulling out up front. Just, you know what? We're gonna back off a little bit. People are getting a little aggressive now. We've got more laps to points than we've had the entire race. When we started, we had 20 laps to points, and then we had 20 laps to points. And now we've got 45 laps to points, and everyone's being just a little more aggressive trying to get in position. And we'll move up there as we get to the pit stop. But at the moment, we're gonna just take our time, do what we need to do. I mean, how slow we're going compared to our best lap. We were trucking when we were going for the lead. I didn't mean the pun, but there it was. Quite a bit of damage on Reed's bumper. Jim lost the draft, pulling out when he did because he wasn't able to clear the pack down low before he could come up. It's just one of those things that you gotta be careful of when you do it. That's why I didn't do it right at the start of the race. Been a lot more fun and a lot more relaxing than the real NIS. And I mean, with the trucks are easier to drive. I find them more fun to drive. I really hate that next gen car. I mean, it provides some decent racing sometimes, and it's very difficult to drive in certain situations. But I didn't want to do another season of it. Get away from the setup shop and the top split people. Enjoy some racing. If anyone makes me mad, I boot them out. And we'll end up with some good fields. But very surprised how this races went. I knew the heat races were going to get ugly because you got 10 laps to try to do something. But usually when you have a race where you got to qualify in on time, you kind of get people that are overdriving everything. Now, we might have that later on in the season at real racetracks. You know, there's not much difference from qualifying to race with setups. But if you get someone who's only working on a qualifying setup to go fast, and then gets in the race and loops it after 5 laps, that's not good. But this has been great so far. We got about 26, 27 laps before we need to pit. So we will relax. We'll see if a mistake happens or prediction code happens. And try and maximize the points that we get at the end of this, because I mean, just having that extra 10 points in our hand is huge. That's a great way to start off the season. But if we finish dead last, getting 10 points is going to be kind of annoying. Looking at it right now, I think Alex is out of the race for sure. Looks like Robert is as well in the 87. Mike Knight might also be out. Ryan's still chugging along, 7 laps down. So he's hoping for a big one. Current lucky dog is Adam Thomas. Actually, Tyler's 4 laps down behind us. Wonder if he got a speeding penalty or something? Or exited the pit up onto the apron too soon? Because he's not damaged, I don't think. So yeah, what we got to watch for is the same situation where you get kind of like everyone's kind of getting stacked up behind one guy in this back group of single file. If you see that, then you got to go and get around that guy because he's clearly getting pushed as hard as he can go and not keeping up with the pack. Right now we're not getting that, so. So the points that will be up right after the race are not going to include the stage points. I will do that after I stop recording, get those added in. Very long ways to go. Need to start thinking about getting everything set up for the pit stop. Now with the unlimited green-white checkers, I think we definitely want to be a little more aggressive on how much fuel we put in. Got a couple of lap cars that are getting past. Hopefully everyone survives that. Always a scary situation. Looks like they do. Oh, and then one of them nearly gets turned down the track. I don't know if he got a bump draft or if he just lost it there, but that was almost bad. So if that doesn't happen again. He's in the wall now, and I think, yeah, it's the Aflac truck again. I'm a little scared. He is struggling on handling. I think Ryan's pushing him as well, which might not be helping. We all survive it, everyone keeps it together. We're gonna do a fast lap for a second. Nope. I remembered we needed to save fuel a bit. They're still too wide up there. Oh boy, Kevin almost got wrecked there. Looked like he was in the wall and then turned down. Going to break the field up a little bit, I think. I think everyone jumped out of it quite a bit there. That one scared me. I thought it was going to finally happen. Once we start going 3 wide at the end of the race, there will be a wreck, but if we can get through the green flag pit stop without a yellow, we should be split up enough that It won't be too big of a wreck, and it might not even be the front group.
49.542.
17 laps until we need to pit. We can pit at any time right now and make it to the end. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a splash and go. 13 laps left in the race. Is that right? 17 laps. Oh, we got people pit. Wasn't ready for that. They are short pitting it. I was not expecting that, and we got to make our way up to the front now. That caught me off guard massively. I don't think anyone else is going to pit. Yeah, they're not.
Inside, 48.284. Clear inside, inside. Still there. Clear. Inside. Still there at the bottom. Say hi to the car on the low side.
That's interesting. A couple of different strategies going on. That's going to really change things up. Oh boy, Kyle almost lost it. I don't know. I don't know. Kyle is very unstable up front right now, getting pushed. And they've got to push in order to go fast. Got lap traffic. We're going really slow. If the other group is hooked up, we're screwed. It looks like Kyle is not getting pushed as well, and if the other group gets two cars up front pushing well, then we are going to be in trouble. Alright. Looks like Billy and Brandon got up front. People are going to get annoyed with me going and then deciding not to go, but I was about ready to try to get some people to pit with me. Got a lap car who is not going high. Now he goes high at the last minute. These are some of the people that lost the draft of the pack. Got one down on the apron. He has gone slow enough to make it, thankfully. It's getting scary. Where's the other group at? 11.5 seconds ahead of us. Pulling away. Yeah, they are pulling away. Spencer and Alex as he's leading the group, and it looks like they are flying. We'll keep an eye on it. 12.5, 12.6 ahead. Nope, they're not pulling away. definitely not helping our group that they're all side by side and racing up here. Another lap truck to get around. But yeah, the other group is not catching us. We are catching them amazingly, so it's a positive. I thought for sure we were screwed, but it looks like Brandon's got everything going fast enough. I'm just worried about the stability of the top line up ahead. We got 10 laps, so we got to pit. Not going to take tires. Not going to take right sides, we'll take left sides. Going to take... You know what? We're going to take 12 gallons of fuel. Because right now, if we end up at the front, we're going to be using about 10 gallons of fuel to make it to the end. If it goes green. So... been interesting. I was not expecting everyone to short pit there. And they're losing time because of it, so we should come out about 3 seconds ahead of them. Got more lap traffic. I think it's just so hard to push with this wind that just having the bigger group of cars is working out best. And I thought a lot of people went in there, but it looks like they really got broken up. And lost about 5 cars at the tail end of it. Problem's going to be is if everyone takes full fuel and 4 tires in this group. Got the Affleck car again. We've got Kevin kind of losing ground to everyone. I'm not sure if it's because he sees the Affleck car coming up. I think he was just giving space to the lap cars to get around him as well. We'll give room. They're 3 wide off the corner.
Outside.
7 laps. We've gained more ground on those guys. As long as a caution doesn't come out, we are in a really good position. We just need to see when everyone's pitting at the right time. 6 laps. Front group's probably got 5 or 4 laps. So I'm guessing 2 more laps and they'll pit, because you don't want to wait till you're almost empty, especially if the yellow comes out. Then you're not going to make it back. I would like to get closer to the front, but with these lap cars on the outside right now, it's hindering that. But I think I need to get around some of these guys because they're not going to be pitting. I don't know how to play this. Bobble up there.
About 5 laps of fuel left. Car outside. Still there.
Big checkup. Glad I could see.
Clear high.
I just don't like that we've got so many people that aren't pitting right in front of us.
Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear. Car outside. Stay low. There is
It's
a
like
car
they all
on the
heard me.
outside. Clear. Inside.
Okay.
50.674. Still there.
I want to just
Hold
get to
your
the
line.
front of the group,
Clear inside.
which should be
Inside.
fairly easy.
Stay high with the car on the low side.
Now, if everyone pits this lap, though, we're screwed.
Still inside. Clear inside.
Zach is already pit. Sorry, Zach.
Car outside. Keep low. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear.
That was a last-minute decision there. Thankfully, I got down.
The lead is pitting now. Pit boxing. 10. 5. 3.
Woo! All right.
1. Right here.
That worked out perfectly because we got ourselves up front, which is going to be even better for us track position-wise.
Okay, punch it.
Got our fuel, and we should come out ahead.
You only have 1 left set of tires remaining.
Lap cars.
Pitting now.
Well, we just killed everyone on pit road there, but it's not going to do us any good. We could have maybe caught those guys' draft a bit. Our group definitely got really thinned out. Guessing a few people did 4 tires.
3. You're back in third. Keep hustling.
Is that Gabe? Oh, come on, get to the exit so that we can team up here. He's going too slow.
The next car's the leader.
We are somehow catching this group of broken cars. But they're going to have so many people behind us. How are we catching these guys? Do they have that much damage? Jim doesn't have damage. I know that. He's already pit.
49.592. We have a new leader.
I have no idea what's happening.
Outside.
Tyler didn't need to move up there. I'm just a single car, and he's not really off pace. It's kind of hard to set a rule of lap cars go high.
Clear outside. Car outside.
I don't really want to pass these guys because that's not. I want to draft with them.
Still there.
But I think everyone's getting worried about lap cars go high,
Clear.
which I understand. We're about to get caught by the entire pack, so. I'm just going to move everyone up.
49.5.
That way we don't have a big wreck. Only thing I could do, because these guys were going to try to follow me, and then, yep, there we go, we got a big wreck.
Hold your line. The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Pit road
That is
closed right
unfortunate.
now. Past the 38 car. Past the 38 car.
Not sure what happened there. It was one of the lap cars. He was up high where he needed to be. I don't know if he got turned or weird prediction code or something, but that just got a lot of the field. So, Kevin, who won stage 1, and myself, who won stage 2, are the top two here. We are going to save our fuel. That got a lot of people, though, I think. That group got massive. Because our group got so thinned out, it caught that group that we were pulling away from, and they were massive and freaking flying. It looks like we might only have 12 people. That got a lot. There's a lot of people that are still working their way around, too. Some people with blown engines. I don't know what they're doing. That messed up a lot of people's
Pit road
days.
is closed right now. Car 76 got the lucky dog. Let them pass on the outside.
I'm going to extend
Leopard
this
76.
one
Car you
because
had the position when the
everyone
yellow
is
flag
so
came
spread
out.
out.
Pit road's open.
If you don't like that I changed the rules randomly, well, I'm just trying the best that I can from in the cockpit, but everyone is really spread out at the moment. This helps get everyone packed up, and then we won't extend it when it says 1 to go like we did last time. So currently on track that have not pit, it looks like we've got about 14 cars. It was bound to happen. We just lucked out in our position there. I brought all the lap cars up high because it was going to be best for the race. Because if I stayed low and they went up high because I told lap cars to go high, then I would be pretty much sitting still on the bottom line, and there'd be cars my same speed on the high line. And there's no way we were going to defend how fast that group was coming, so just the only thing I could do at that point.
Pit road is closed right now.
We will go back and look and see what happened there. And then do the final, what's it going to be, 9 laps. 11 to go right now. It'll be 9 to go when we go green. Robert's been up here the whole time. Cave and I have just kind of been rear of the pack slumming. Colton's been up here most of the time. Kyle's been up here the whole time. James is in 8th. We got Alan in 7th. Charles Atwood in 9th. John Fixed in the 90. He's in 10th. And George Watson, Zach, Jeff Clark, they all get back on the lead lap because we got through that pit cycle. And then they caught that yellow before they got lapped. On the lead lap, we have 18 cars. Looks like Billy got caught up in that. He's 1 lap down. Ryan's 1 lap down. Alex Aziz, Matthias, Noah is 2 laps down. Brandon's 2 laps down. Spencer's 2 laps down. So that just caught everyone out. But now it's time to race.
1 lap to green. You're on the outside this time. 1 minute and 51.803. 10 to go this time by.
And this is now going to be a whole different story. We've been easily able to just kind of jump to the high side and pass everyone because they've been off each other's tails. I am sure we're not done wrecking because we haven't really been bump drafting yet. And with the wind and the intensity, things are going to get a little squirrely. Hopefully we can keep it going straight. Come away with a top 10. We'll be over 40 points. If we can get, I think, 7th place or better. We got Cave right behind us. We know he's quick and aggressive. Robert's been pushing most of the time and has been fairly good at staying up front, so
About to go green.
it's anyone's race right now. Be the first winner of this Truck Series NIS and maybe get themselves in the playoffs.
Be ready.
A little late there,
Next car's the leader. Pit road's now open.
but
1 minute.
they're not attached, and
Car inside.
we've got Cave right on our bumper. He got a great start.
Stay high. Still there. Clear inside.
Just gonna stay up here.
Inside. Still there. Clear. Car inside.
We had a moment. I was gonna go down low, then things got squirrely.
Still there, inside. You are the leader. Nice and smooth. Still there.
That was on me. I just needed to be more aggressive there. I just wasn't sure if he had cleared or not.
Keep high. Clear inside.
Sorry, Kyle.
Outside. Still there. Hold your line.
I just feel like Cave and I can work better together.
Still there. Outside. Clear.
So if we can get to the end, no more restarts. I don't think the outside line's going to be able to get hooked up. Ooh, that got dicey. It's very easy to get sent up, and luckily we didn't have anyone on our outside. Lap traffic coming up. He's going to go to the apron. I don't like that. Well, Kyle gave me a hell of a push there. Wasn't expecting that. This is going to be a big bump. Okay, lifts off enough. James and Kyle hooked up on the outside. It's going to bite me in the butt. Oof, freaking hell. The bumps are scary. I've never been getting turned this much like that. I feel like I'm holding it straight. I don't know if he's getting a bump from behind or what's happening. Oh, we're going to hit the apron like an idiot. Here comes Kevin. Got Colton behind Cabe. I'm being a disaster down here.
Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear.
Luckily we got a massive run there. Setup has been awesome, Daniel. This thing feels like we've got extra power. This is where we got to be careful where we don't get sent up. We're just able to stick together so much closer, but I'm worried that he's gonna lose some ability to push, overheating. I think he's fighting that right now. So I think if we get another run, I'm gonna pop up high for a little bit, up ahead of the outside row. If we can get there. Oh God. And they are wrecking. That just got, everyone got just tangled up there. A bump and a bump and a bump, and we're going to overtime.
Check it finish when the yellow clears. Catch the pace car. Catch start 54. Car.
Unfortunate for Kyle, and really everyone that is involved in that, but especially to him, he was having a really, really good run. Luckily, we put extra fuel in it, and it didn't hurt us too much. I think everyone put a lot of fuel in theirs. We will find out if anyone's got to drop in. We got enough for 11, 12 green flag laps. But out of all of that, the two groups of people, Kevin with Robert and me with Cabe, we are still going to be hooked up on this start. Colton is going to be behind Cabe. Zach has recovered up to 6th place.
Pit road is closed right now.
James is in 7th. That is awesome to see. And Charles Atwood in 8th.
Car 57 got the lucky dog. Let them pass on the outside.
We got George Watson in 9th. Jeff Clark in 10th. Alan Racenos, sorry. He is in 11th or 12th. Kyle is up there somewhere.
You had the position when the yellow flag came out. Catch the pace car.
But I assume Kyle is going to have to pit for damage. I'm going to take a look at the order. Quite a few people are on pit road still. Kyle didn't pit that time, so maybe he didn't get damaged, he just got spun. Lots of people coming out of pit road right at the end here, so they're getting more damage fixed. It doesn't look like I need to extend it to help the lineup. No one is getting an end of the line or anything like that. Lead lap cars coming out. We will see, because they're going to have to go behind the lap cars. Looks like everyone is out.
1 lap to green. 1 minute 52.26. You'll be lining up on the inside. Catch the pace car.
He's got quite a ways to go around. He's not on the lead lap though. Dan is on the lead lap. I'm going to keep my eye on Dan, and I might extend this if needed, and hope that doesn't screw anyone over on fuel. But we'll watch and see if Dan can get lined up. Yeah, I'm going to extend it. It looks like...
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green. Hang on, we're not going green.
Looks like they're struggling to catch up right now. So I just want to make sure no one gets a black flag that is supposed to let anyone by. If that completely screwed you on fuel, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be fair to everyone. And with these extremely short cautions, the way that you have to line up and everything is, it gets messy. And he's still 14 seconds behind the pack. I just don't want those lap cars to get a black flag. And I don't want to clear a black flag on a restart, because that allows people to jump if they expect it's coming. So we'll do one more pace lap. Caution lap.
1 lap to green. 1 minute 51.714.
Hopefully this is our only green, white, checkered. Everyone has caught the field. And
catch the pace car.
We just need to make sure we get hooked up. The longer it takes us to get hooked up, the more of a chance Kevin's got. This has been great, though. Having a whole different type of racing for points. It's going to get more fun as the season goes along. As the points develop and playoffs come into picture.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is off, be ready. Green, green, green.
Do a little lift, get him to my bumper.
1 minute 50.681. You've got 2 laps to go.
They're hooked up on the outside. Let's hope we can get back to the white flag. Colton's going to be jumping out. I'm at a bit of an advantage because people might be more happy to just push me to the win. Compared to anyone else in the field. But us getting hooked up early like that has helped. Question is seeing Colton pop out on me. Outside line is starting to gather it up, but it's going to be very difficult if no one jumps out of line here. He had to back off there a little bit. He was about to turn me. Just got a little run coming on the outside, but they're not quite hooked up. Oh, big run, and they're wrecking in Colton's. Cape gets it. Good run to him. That was a close one. I will gladly take a stage win in second. He played it how he needed to. We were a bit of a sitting duck. James comes home in sixth. Great job to him. Great job to Cabe. He did what he needed to do there. Colton somehow saved it. But, yeah, Cabe did everything he needed to there. Gets the win. Gets playoff points. Gets into the playoff if he does decide to do the whole season. Billy comes home in a 10th place, and I'm pretty sure he had an extremely exciting adventure to get that 10th place. We will look at that. I'm not even disappointed to lose that. I'm pretty sure it was nearly a tie. He pulled out at the perfect moment to not let them slow down before they got to him, and so it didn't kill his run at all. I hope everyone had fun. That was awesome. I can't wait for the rest of this season. We're following the real schedule, so when there's off weeks, we're off, and that was a great time. I am gonna tell James, great job. So let's take a look at this. Cabe comes home with the win. We're second. Colton third. Zach recovers to a 4th place. Kevin gets 5th. James 6th. Robert 7th. At least no one really got wrecked out there. Kyle still finishes 11th, but no one got wrecked out right there at the end when everything got all crazy. Let's just go take a look at that. Let's see how this unfolded. I mean, that was awesome. That was just... Everyone was respectful. As I say that, I just see someone shoving to the infield there. I don't know what that was about back there. Kevin did everything he could, but it's always going to be difficult when you can have someone jump up ahead of you. James playing it safe back there. He's hanging back a little bit. But Cabe does this perfectly here. You see Kevin's got the run, Kevin's got the run, Kevin's got the run. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Cabe pops up, and then right there he gets the bump. And then that sends everyone in every direction. They all hold on to it. They wreck. We nearly got there. We gotta find the right damn camera. Nearly had it. The grape is going to into the fence. Nope, it doesn't go up into the catch fence. Luckily, they all finish about where they were going to. And what an awesome time. That was fun. That was great. That was how this league is supposed to be. That is how I want people to drive. Get to the end of the race, have fun. There's going to be mistakes. When we get to short tracks, it's going to be hell with 36 cars on track. But we're going to have a lot of fun throughout this season. And get on Discord to see if you can get your number. We need everyone to claim a number that hasn't. But let's go through and see. We got some early 3-wide here. And that's no big deal. Let's just get to the caution. Which it looks like it might have been Alex. Because his laps end at 35. And that is... Well, no. What do you have happen here? He's pitting and then decided not to pit. Oh, what was that? Oh, he just got loose. That's a weird one. I have no idea. Oh, and then Dan gets turned on pit road. Yeah, cars aren't... You can't go through cars until you get to the pit box. So, if you're riding on the inside and your pit is way down there, you need to watch out or get in the pit stalls, because that's going to happen. It's unfortunate. And then it sounds like a few more people got involved in that. And then we had another one back here as Jared. So that is unfortunate. Let's go to what should be the caution. Okay, the caution came out and Reed slowed up, and Jared was not ready for that. What is the caution for? Okay, God, we were... Okay, that was way into the caution. Well, I don't see anything there. There we go. And this is going to be just someone following the bumper in front of him to try to draft and forgetting that there was a car on the inside. That's going to happen. I'm not going to get too upset about that, especially how clean this race went. Then we're going to go... We get to the pit stop, and then... I mean, these guys were so slow up here, but now we see that they all had quite a bit of damage. And everyone is just hauling ass here, so I just go to the top because it's just not going to be good with how quick they are coming if they've got to weave around all these guys. So I go up top. They all follow me up there, but then Spencer comes up top, and he's just not ready for how slow everyone's going, and they just run into the back of him. So I assume that happened. Just a bad decision there. Those guys were so far off pace, and I don't think he was ready for it. And then you just got the cars behind you following, and yeah. So then we get to, that was lap 87. Colton, we know he was on the lead lap. Then we get to this whole, this pulling off onto the apron to get out of the car, not allowed. Don't do that. Sorry, Spencer, for throwing you under the bus here, but don't do that. Get it back to the pits or do something, but at Kansas, that would have caused a yellow. So I don't want anyone doing that anywhere. Just don't do it. Get it back to the pits and then get out of the car. I know you're trying to do what was best for everyone there, since we were all hugging that yellow line, but yeah, this one, yeah, just coming together. Kyle escapes it with very little damage. Oh, never mind. He gets a lot of damage there. And, yeah. Then, that's it. I mean, what a great race. Let's go take a look at these points and the stats there. Let's watch this one more time. There's just nothing I could do in this position. I just had to hope that him pulling out, he wouldn't get the boost. I was trying to kind of ease it up higher, but right there, he gets that bump and it just shoots him forward, and there's nothing I can do at that point. I just got to be happy that we didn't get hooked, and we had a shot at it, but he played it perfect. So, let's take a look at results. It's not going to be too interesting because we don't have the points for the stages in there yet. We'll get that all figured out afterwards, but 3 cautions for 12 laps, and you know, we added laps there to make sure everyone could get lined up. We led 18 laps. Alex led 33. Lots of leaders. We had 28 lead changes. Just a great race. Kyle had fastest lap out there, but that's all dependent on the draft and everything. But still, he had a hell of a run. I mean, the biggest surprise, and I'm gonna just keep saying it, James. Like, James getting 6th place there, that is a hell of a run for him. That is awesome to see. So, yeah, we're gonna end up with we're gonna end up with 45 points because we will get those 10 stage points, and I will get everyone else figured out and get those added in. And I hope you all enjoyed that. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. And sorry to the people that weren't able to even get into the server, but hopefully we can get something figured out, and I'll go back and look at those heat races and see if anything needs to be done. To anyone there, sorry to, I don't know who it was now, I gotta remember this, but to Rodney, I'm gonna have to remove you from the league because you never joined the server. So I've got to do that because there's such a demand to get into these races, and people are setting away time on a Friday night. So again, I hope everyone enjoyed that, and get into the Discord to get your number if you were in this server. There are certain numbers that people already claimed, and I think we had a lot more people than we were planning on, or at least that have claimed numbers. So get in there. That is in the description. And yeah, really enjoyed that one. That was a great way to start the season. Thanks for watching.